You guys have probably heard the term the ideal week, but do you know how to utilize it to plan for your success? Today we are going to dive into the ideal week planning sheet in the Key2Success Planner, so stay tuned. Fundamentally speaking, an ideal week is really a roadmap to creating your success. Each and every one of us go into every single week with plans. The challenge is, do those plans align with our long-term vision for goals? See, what happens is we look at events and activities and we jot those down in our calendar. But when we start thinking about our goals and the milestones that we have to achieve, do we block off time for that? Do we understand when we look at our development areas, our career, our self, our relationships, or even the things that we're trying to improve in our community? Do we map those plans into each and every week? I developed the ideal week planning sheet for you to kind of give yourself the opportunity to look at your time and to find a work-life balance. This is a page where I want you to invest a significant amount of time in to understand, where do I have opportunities, where do I have commitments, and how can I balance those out and be balanced across all of the different development areas that you see in front of you. The ideal week starts with focusing on the things that matter most. What is going to take up the most of your attention in a given season? And we'll talk about seasons and how often you need to review this plan later in the video, so hang on for that. So the vision board. This is my space, or your space, really to write down, what should your week look like? What are some of the things that should fall in the week? What are some of your priorities? What are the things that you want to keep a pulse on? And keep in mind, this ideal week is not meant to be something you do each and every week. It's something that you're committing to as a longer period of time. Think of it as a routine, or even better yet, think of it as a means of enabling a habit in your life throughout these different activities. So in this board, you're going to put down the things that you want to bring to the surface when you're planning your week. I also want you guys to understand, when you get into the time investment section, is I want you to indicate all the different facets, all the different elements, all the chunks of time that you put into each and every week, and indicate them here, and then map them out. How much of your time should you invest in developing something in your career? How much time do you want to put into your family, your mental health, your physical health? Or how much time do you want to give yourself? I felt and I learned that when I really broke this down, is I had some really big ideas, some big things I wanted to accomplish, but my commitments were taking up a large percentage of my time. So my balance between what I wanted to inspire to do and what I had to do didn't allow for me to accomplish it all. And you're going to see that when you fill this out as well. But that's okay, because what it's going to do is going to make you a better person at time management, because you're going to recognize the things that matter to you most. Now, a lot of you guys, if you guys have been a follower to the Key2Success Planner, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, he's finally telling us what is the routine section about on your daily pages. If you guys are new to the planner, you haven't gotten to that video yet, you're going to see something on each and every page. We talk about morning and evening routines and the importance of having a pre-flight and a pre-launch activity as part of each and every day. These are things that are going to really help you mentally prepare. They're things that become a part of your everyday pattern. They're things that are going to help you get ready for the next day or the frontier in front of you. You indicate these here because what matters most about these activities, we want these things to be our solid habit forming things. For me, I've been trying to do a better job of getting more involved and having more time in my devotional and spiritual life, and I'm trying to do that each and every morning, so that becomes a part of my routine, as you can see here. These are the things, again, this is really part of your habit development. You see a lot of planners out there have habit trackers. I feel that a tracker only shows what you've been able to accomplish and how religious you've been to it. When you do a routine, it becomes a part of your way of life, and that's what this page is all about, helping you define those things. Again, it's so important as you move throughout the planner, it's so important as you move about the planner and invest in your year. It's so important as you move about the planner and invest in your year that you understand those attention investments, those 4 key development areas that we talk so much about. I want you to make those a part of each and every week. The bottom of this week is where the ideal weekly scheduling takes place. We have on the left side here the opportunity for you to write either an all-day activity or really what your focus for that activity is for that day. As you look at the daily pages, we see each and every day starts with what is my main focus or our daily focus. Sometimes when we're doing ideal planning, it makes sense to say, hey, I'm going to commit every Wednesday to doing sales. I'm going to commit every Tuesday to career development or looking at a project. I want to end every week closing any deals or tying up any loose strings at the office so that you can enjoy your weekends and look at the other opportunities in front of you so they don't take attention away from you when you get into those planning sessions. Across here is a linear path where you can see from 7 a.m. till 9 p.m. really a spot where you can digest and process and really map out what your week should look like. I should not see appointments in this. I should not see meetings with Joe or a trip to the pharmacy. These are structured blocks of time that you're going to fit your life in. And block planning is so important because when you start to plan out that, hey, every Tuesday morning I'm going to work on a key project, that's going to be my focus. As you move through the year and you look at Tuesday, you're going to know, hey, on Tuesday I'm going to invest in a key project that aligns with my annual goals. This is going to be huge for you because you start to map out those activities, you're going to see success happen at a greater rate. Now, every business, every organization, every person that I know is different. And more importantly, we all live in different seasons. Your career, your professional life might not be the same as your neighbor. It might not be the same as your spouse. Your families go through different routines, and that's one thing I want you to understand. When you make this commitment, don't try to plan for the entire year. Don't say every single Tuesday throughout the entire year, this is going to be my plan. I tell a lot of people, start with this month, this next month. In the next 4 weeks, what do you want your week to look like? As you make your way through that planning session, expand it. Say, okay, here's what I learned from this ideal week planning in the last month. I want to make this a part of the next 3 months, the next quarter of your year, and expand on it. Now, some organizations and some businesses that we work with, their businesses greatly change. If they are in Wisconsin where we are, which is in the USA, it snows. And if you're in a business that works in the summer and works in the dirt, your organization is going to be totally different when it's snowing. So for some people, you're going to want to revisit this ideal week anytime there's a seasonality change to yourself, your family, your organization, to your community. But continue to tie it into what your quarterly reviews and your annual goals are. Guys, this is a page I want everyone to really put extra time into and recommit to as you move throughout the year. If you find that this page is helpful for you, please take a moment, subscribe to this channel. As we're going to continue to cover more and more about the Key to Success Planner in upcoming videos. And by all means, please hit the like button because we want to grow our community and share this opportunity with other people throughout the world. I'm Branden, the founder and creator of the Key to Success Planner, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.